bring me water.
See,
this is what I was talking about earlier. I need to be treated better. Do you understand? No, my point that I was making earlier, which is off that point.
I do want to say before sorry to cut you.
You're never sorry to cut me.
I'm not. Do you know what I was saying to myself? I was like, the next time Mummy comes on, I want us to actually use a whole podcast in studio for her to see and stuff. But I'm gonna warn her.
Oh, what? Take her to?
Yeah,
I think she's like that.
You can't just speak and not stop. Like, you know how Mummy sometimes she'll just
honestly,
and we try to say, I'll be like, we're paying money for the studio. This is not in my room.
2 hours in.
You can't just say everything. And you're telling us off. Like, it's just, you know those ones where you just end up sitting there like this,
so
like you're being turned off.
Yeah. It just turns into
and then you don't clean your room, and then you do thing. And then when I came from Ghana that time, I'm just like.
Anyway, I was saying. No, I'm being Mummy. That's what she does.
Oh yeah. This is what I was going to say. I was going to say. This morning you did something I really like, you know.
I thought you were going to say something. I was about to be like, this is not the place for you to tell me.
No, you know, normally, because my morning routine is I get up, get ready for work, burst in your room. Be careful, you almost pressed pause there. You almost paused.
That would have been mad, didn't it?
It would have been maddy.
Anyway, what did I do?
Bring the thingy down, because it's going to show up on there.
Come on, tell me the good thing.
What I say you did is that you asked me, are we recording today? Because most time, I'm not going to lie, I feel like you just don't care about what we're doing.
Aww.
Like, so I was just like, oh wow, she actually cares.
I don't remember asking. No, I remember now. Yeah. Okay, cool. Intro.
I don't even want to do an intro. Do you know why? Because we're gonna, by the time this is out and everything, we finish this, we're gonna see a whole different. I'm gonna have a trim
intro. Oh
I'm
my
gonna have a trim like
it is a long time. Listen, you look like a homeless person.
I'm gonna have a trim like a Kmart. Wait, I'm gonna have a trim, not gonna look like a Kmart. Don't you hear people that rap like that? I'm gonna have a trim, not gonna look like a
No. The ones I hate is people's like, I'm gonna have a trim. Okay, no, hold on. And then they start again. It's like,
do you know why? Because you're working it out in your head.
Like,
I'm gonna have a.
And then
what rhymes with trim?
You, the person who's listening, has to sit there and look interested over and over and over again.
I saw something that was just like the most scariest thing is like when you go on a date with a guy and he keeps rapping at you, and I had flashbacks of me doing that to people.
I want them to ask these people, okay, what do you want the person who's listening to you, what do you want them to do? Like, do you want them to clap?
No, you know, like, no, listen to
this. Do you want them to clap along with you?
No. Or, you know, like a male peacock, yeah? When he wants to impress a woman.
You went far.
No, because that's the best way. Okay. A male peacock, when he wants to impress a woman, he'll flare his feathers in it to impress. So we're putting our best foot forward. Think about everything that we have here we can offer to secure this.
I have real questions. Firstly, I want to know, what do you want us to do?
Like, we want you to be impressed.
How?
Like you look at T.O. Wade, you look at
but even when I'm watching those rappers that I love Dave obviously. When I'm watching those rappers that I love, I'm not sitting there when I'm watching them just like I'm just nodding my head.
So we want you to know that you coming with us, you're coming to a rapper. You get me? It's like you wanted a rapper. We're about to give you a rapper.
That's common decency. I think it's respectful that you've let us know off the bat. My other thing I want to know is just like I don't even think there's a way to explain the question. Why? Like, why? Okay, I guess you've answered that. For me, I think the main thing is I just want you to know what. So you don't want to talk to us. You don't want to have a conversation.
It's like
because the worst thing you can do is be in the middle of a conversation.
Somebody will like go on a date with a rollie in it and just be like, you know what? I want you to know I can afford this. Or somebody will bring out. Yeah, but you don't stay. You don't stay like this the whole time. No, but they'll show it. So when we're sitting there, say we're talking. Yeah, say something. No. Say something.
Okay. So let's say we're talking about like going to dinner and stuff, and thanks for inviting us out.
Inviting you. You could have been at home. What you're trying to show is off the top of my head, I can just deliver a freestyle.
That's the.
I want you to know. That's my talent. I bring to the table. I bring that I can deliver a freestyle just on the thing.
That's fine.
Inviting you. You could have been at home alone.
Okay.
So like Macaulay Culkin. You could have been at home alone.
But you don't see how that's rude.
Huh?
Like that's rude and awkward.
Huh?
Okay. You talk to me and I'll show you something that's like the same. Go on.
Yeah, so what did you think of the food that we
What did I think of the... Like, what would you do if someone just burst out into, like, proper song? Like...
Do you know what I do?
What? No, you start rapping. No.
No, I wouldn't start rapping.
You start hitting the table and making a beat.
No.
What?
J5.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I'll book a studio session.
Yeah, because like,
our relationship.
Yeah, this is where it's...
Our relationship has got to another... Anyway, man. Anyway, we're talking about... So anyway, listen.
No, I'm not.
No, we were discussing.
Okay, we were. Don't say just...
Okay, so don't be offended.
I'm offended.
Anyway, we're back with the... I said I want to do
I don't understand why you...
Anyway, let's go straight into
the topic, because
that's why I was going to go straight into it. You and Jennifer made it seem like I was throwing shade at people.
No, it didn't seem like throwing shade, but it just seemed like you had just come off the back of a really heated conversation. No. And you were just like, listen,
when I was at work yesterday evening, I was just thinking about it in my head, because I was like, I'm working hard right now, and people feel entitled in life. Mm-hmm. Do you get me? Anyway, let me show you my train of thought.
Okay.
I was watching some football like kind of podcast thing called, I think it's called The Overlap, I can't remember. And it's with
podcasts have got really good names, you know.
It's with a couple of footballers, Gary Neville and Roy Keane and somebody else, can't remember his name. Roy Keane, he's just a mood. Like, I need to show you some of his clips. He's just a mood. Like, at the beginning, they were just like, "Oh, we're gonna go and sit with some of the fans. Are you excited?" He was just like, "I'm not excited, but I'll do it anyway." You know, he's just funny.
He just says what?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then they were talking about different footballers and stuff, and he was just like, "Why are we like applauding footballers for doing their job, like turning up to training on time, playing well, doing all that?" It was just like, why? It was just like, it's your job. Do you get me? And I was thinking about it because Rio Ferdinand spoke about it as well, about in the schools they have this thing where nobody's a loser anymore and everybody's a winner.
I knew somebody spoke
and
about
it was just like, I was like, we live in a generation where it's just like, okay, you come to work on time. It's not
indicative of what life is really like.
Yeah, like for example, let me give you an example. I went to an interview, right? Yeah. And when they asked me what's my good qualities, it was really shameful that I could say, and they were happy about it, that I'm hardworking. Because now in the workplace, not everybody's hardworking. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's like, so when you go to interviews, it's just like, oh yeah.
There should be something more like specialized that you should be able to say.
Hardworking is not
quite generic.
Yeah, if you work, you should be hardworking. Like, they don't pay you.
It sounds like
do you get
that,
what I'm trying
but
to
it's
say?
like some people, I mean... Well,
it's like you motivate people to do the bare minimum. Like, do you get me?
Yeah, everything deserves like, oh well.
Yeah, like well get
a golden
you got
star.
you got to work on time. No, it's like, and don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that like I'm the perfect worker or anything, but it's just like I don't expect to. Like,
you know what? It's bringing the standard down.
That's what it is.
It's bringing the standard.
Mommy, we're recording. I'll come after, okay?
Somebody told a story about, I don't know if it was on a TV show or if it was like on something that I was watching, and they were talking about how now in schools and stuff, they don't do like the whole losing thing, everybody's a winner and stuff, and he was just like, it's not good. He was like, if you lose, like, he thinks it's good that children cry because it shows it shows that you care. And he said it's important to show that you, because in life, you know, if you go to an interview and you don't make, like, they're not going to be like, oh well, you know, thank you everybody for coming, we're going to give you all the job. No, one person will by all means get the job and the rest of you will not get the job.
With that
and if you haven't learned how to lose, and the word is gracefully, you end up growing up and becoming a sore loser. And those people who were sore losers when they were younger, I think they're the people that become serial killers when they're older, because they just haven't learned to deal with their emotions, man.
That's Genevieve's belief, by the way. I want everyone to know that.
Not that extreme, but you know, they become those people.
That's her revelation.
You know, they're like, we cast them out of society.
No, but that's the thing as well, because there's something you learn in losing.
100%.
There's something you learn in. It's like, there should be something. Okay, you know what? I can do this better. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
You also learn that it's okay. That's, I think, one thing people are just, it's okay. It happens. But if you've gone through life being told that actually, even when you've lost, you've won. When you go out and they tell you that you've lost, you just be like, no, but you're also supposed to give me something. You're just like, no.
Yeah, it's like we end up getting this attitude like we all deserve. No, we don't. Like, to be honest, no, we don't.
It wasn't your time, and that had to be alright.
I said something, when we were at church last time praying. I was just like, maybe before I can admit, because people won't admit that. Before, there's some stuff, I used to be a hater with some stuff. Like, I used to be them people, oh, footballers don't deserve all that money, or rappers don't deserve this, or influencers this, or this. Bro, until I started going to the gym properly, until I started YouTube properly. We started this whole thing, and I realized like, Charlie, life ain't easy.
Everything has.
Do you get me?
Some hard work.
Like, do you get me? It's just like,
it's just different kinds.
You know, sometimes I remember it's just like you look at people sitting down doing a podcast, and it's just like, Charlie, I can talk for London. I can easily do a podcast. And you realize, Charlie, I have to record every week.
I have to find a topic.
I have to find a top as well. I have to find the top.
I like that. I like that. I like
the top. You get me? I have to do this. I have to. You get me? I have to. All of these kind of
things.
Even
you know, I rate the girls who are on like they're on camera every day. It's like every day doing makeup. That's you every day.
You know the ones that
spending
even got me
2 hours.
Like, so it's like when I record the video, the phone doesn't automatically edit it.
You have to put things together. If it doesn't work properly, or if like we had the issue where the sound didn't work.
Don't even go there.
You know, let's not go into the sad times. But if that happen, can you imagine like putting all that together and it's not? A lot of times when you watch these YouTube videos, it's like, oh, I'm sorry, my camera stopped, or I'm sorry, the sound stopped, and it just seems like
even on that.
1 second, it's mad still.
It's still there.
If it wasn't going out there, I'd walk out. I'd walk out.
You wouldn't.
I'd walk out. I wouldn't even move the things out of the way. I'd walk through the equipment. I don't care.
No, do you know why? Because I was saying to myself, I think I was talking to Michaela today, and I was just like, we come up on here every week and we speak, and we laugh for a good 5 minutes.
Honestly, we can laugh at England, mate.
Literally, but it's just like I want someone to like really listen to this and get something out of it.
100%.
Do you get me? Like, listen.
That's our responsibility.
And I always say this: wherever you are, you can be the more. Listen. Somebody said something, and I loved it so much. They were just like, when motivation ends, that's when discipline starts.
Ooh.
Do you get me? It's just that's what it is, because even. You being able to know how to lose or move on from that is a discipline in itself.
Yes, it's a whole. It's part of growing up. It's part of training a child.
Because sometimes it's like,
and I think it's very problematic that they've decided to tell people that because I you know what I think the reason why I think it's a problem is because that's selfishness on the part of the adults.
Yeah.
You don't want to have to deal with a child who has just lost. You don't want to have to deal with the temper tantrums, with the sort of like the emotional overload, with the crying. You don't want to have to deal with that. So the easiest thing for you, not for the child, the easiest thing for you is just to tell them, oh no, you're still a winner, so you can avoid all of that. That's
and it's true. You know what? I feel like, great. For example, like when like with the whole like, obviously we're pastors and stuff like that, and you come across it as well. And I realized that, you know, sometimes I felt like I didn't know how to handle it either. Like people not doing well.
Handle other people not doing well.
And I didn't know how to console them. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
I think sometimes we go down. We like not us specifically, but we as this kind of like pastoral or like leadership, whatever you want to call it, we kind of sometimes can go down the route of telling people, and I've tried not to do. I don't do that anyway, but we go down the route of telling people, oh, I want to be careful about the words I'm using here. Oh, it will happen, this, that, and the other. That specific thing may not be for you. Like, I don't want to go down this route, but do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not good to always tell people that, let's say, for example, somebody wanted to, I don't know, let's say make it as a footballer, I'll use that. And then maybe they go out for tryouts and it doesn't work. And then we keep telling, but maybe you're seeing that, this thing is not for you, this, that, and the other. Instead of telling them that, it's okay if you win, maybe look for something. I'm saying, still encourage the person to, follow their dreams and work hard. But I don't always think it's great to keep telling someone, especially when it's not going well or it's not for them to...
But do you know, even on top of that as well, I've realised that most people, when they think they're working hard, they're not really working hard.
Yeah, they're just doing... There's a difference between working hard and doing something every day.
Yeah.
Like, just because you go to work every day doesn't mean you're working hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Hey, because of church, I don't have to clap loud. That's one thing in my life I like to do. I could clap loud. Do you get me?
You'll be like, just like
sometimes I've learned how to do it. No, but anyway, like I was saying, some people, like you said, they generally don't work hard. Do you get me?
Every day
like,
mean you're
and I think that's what people kind of need to focus. I think like we need to start normalizing telling people, if you want to get it. I watched a little TikTok clip here. They were speaking to Ronaldo, the footballer, and they asked him, because his son plays football as well, and it was just like, is his son? He did the same, and it was just like, is your son a superstar yet, or is he going to be a great footballer? And Ronaldo was just like, no, not yet. To be honest, I don't think he's got it. And he was just like, why? He was just like, he doesn't work hard enough. He drinks Coke, Fanta, and he was just like, obviously I know he's still young, but I'm telling him, if you want to be a great, this is what you have to do. I remember I was watching something. I think it's about Ronaldo and Rooney. And I found out that they're the same ages, but Ronaldo's still kicking ball and Rooney's had to retire because his kind of game and his form has gone down, and it's all in work ethic.
Yeah,
you get
100%.
me? And it's just like listen, there's a lot of stuff here. I thank God. One thing I always thank God for is that I never felt like the stuff that I wanted to do, I was a natural talent in it. So it's kind of pushed me.
You know what we got told from primary school?
Yeah. Hey, listen, they told me from primary school.
Not us, but I remember, like our generation, I remember being in primary school and being told that very specifically, and I can't remember, it was because of some of the people in our class, I guess, but one of these teachers, I don't know if it was our headmistress or somebody, they were just like, you'll have somebody with talent, and you'll have someone who works hard, and the person who works hard, if you have talent, you don't work hard, the person who's not so good and works hard will pass you. Listen, and that thing's always been in my head.
Hard work beats talent. When talent work hard, go to the yard, go to the farm.
That was really good up until
I know. You know what?
Why didn't you just quit while you were ahead?
I don't know, but like I said, listen, this skill I had, I wasn't naturally talented with it. I'm still in my hard working stage.
Don't use it on me.
No. But it's 100% true. Do you get me? And we have to. People have to really reevaluate what hard work is.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's like in every field. I remember Bishop was telling me about T.D. Jakes, about how many books he reads a day, and you get me, and they say that he's the best communicator of our time, and he's like, sometimes when he's preaching about stuff, he can preach about this microphone and you can feel inspired by it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Just the way he executes it.
Words,
but and I feel like people should really get this, because I used to think it's like people kind of portray themselves as natural talent. No, people just want to believe that somebody's just a natural talent.
It's nicer to believe
that. So it's like
I
can't do it because I wasn't born with it. Listen, bro, if you
nobody
want to
was
do it,
really. I mean, we were all born with, I think, with gifts and stuff.
Yeah, 100.
And with talents, but you know, as a child, like, I mean, I don't think Beyonce was singing her way out of the womb. Do you get what I'm saying? I was gonna say something about these like celebrity kids or these people with these, you know, who have built these amazing careers and their kids. I sometimes feel sorry for them, because if you want to follow down the same path as your parent, there's gonna be so much pressure on you. Even if you do work hard, there's still going to be a lot of pressure. And I think if I was a celebrity kid, I think I'd maybe branch into something else. I don't know.
You see, that's why I said the thing I liked about Ronaldo, what he said is just like, he doesn't.
But the reason I'm saying that is, don't you, like, I don't know Ronaldo's backstory. I don't know if he came from a rich family or
he came from a poor.
But don't you think that was a factor in what he did?
Yeah.
Do you understand? His child isn't. Like, not to say that's the reason he's not working hard, but he doesn't have his child doesn't have the same struggles he did. Do you get what I'm saying? So I feel like that was a factor.
Do you know the struggle that his child has that should push him is that you'll always be compared to your father. Do you get me? If you're son of the great,
sometimes that can turn people into brats though. That can just turn people
being compared.
Angry. Yeah, constantly being compared. His father wouldn't have done that.
No. So that should push you to want to.
It should, but generally, I've seen that it just makes people a bit angry.
No, it does. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But it's like, listen, when it comes to working hard, that's what, for me, hard work, everybody's on an equal plane.
There's Denzel Washington has a son who's currently acting. I remember, I hope I don't get this wrong. He was, I didn't know that he had a son that was that age as well. He's been acting. He's really good. He's been in quite a few things, and I've watched.
What's he been in?
He's been in White Klansman, or was it Black Klansman? Sorry, about the Ku Klux Klan in the infiltration. He's been in Tenant.
Is that
with the beard? Yeah. That's
that Denzel Washington?
The thing about him is that he didn't want to ride on his father's name. He said so. I don't know if he said if he'd go into auditions and he wouldn't mention that was his father or whatever, because he wanted to go off his own. For me, that's a more sensible person, because his
son is good,
and he's very handsome, and he's worked very hard, and he's very talented.
Yeah.
And what it does, because you're not using that name, you have to go along with everybody else who's started from the bottom. He's been in quite a few things, and he's been very good. But what I like about him, and what I'm saying is that because he knows who his father is, and you know Denzel Washington, he's like amazing, you know, very profound. He's had to, because he doesn't want to write off his father's name, and his mum is actually really she does, I can't remember what she does, but she stands on her own. He's gone in the same line as people who don't have celebrity or like fathers and mothers who are in that industry.
Yeah, because
and he's made a name for himself.
His father's raised him good.
Yeah, it does. You have to work on the like. Fam, what are you gonna do? I don't even know how you'd go into audition and be like, my dad acts, so it's not hereditary. You don't inherit it. So I mean, all it could probably do is get you in the door.
You said it as a child, like, I'm a box. I'm in a box. Be like, Dad.
I mean, it will get him into auditions that it might not have gotten him into if it wasn't for his dad. Do you understand that? It might open a few doors, get him to know a few celebrities, but apart from that,
his dad must be proud.
Yeah, I should think so. But yeah, so I get what you're saying about, you know, if you do have a father or a mother who's been great or whatever, then it should really push you to work hard.
That's what I was trying to say, that when it comes to working hard, you have to understand, whether you're rich, poor, whatever, we're all kind of almost on the same playing field. I know that someone's going to say that obviously if you're rich, you might have this, this,
opportunity.
But to be honest, it'll get to a point you'll hit a ceiling faster. Do you get me? Because it's just like, people, like, obviously, if he wanted to get into a team or something, man would, like, he'll most probably get into a team. But listen, he'll get to a team. They're not going to play you first team if you're not good. I mean, it's not. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
It's not like, you know, them American universities where your father can pay for a library.
Pay for the libraries.
You don't get expelled. It's like, what are you going to do, buy a football?
And that's what I had to get off my chest. So no, I wasn't angry at anybody. Just work hard.
But yeah, no, I think it's true. For me, I think it's just a bit annoying that people, you go to any workplace and you're getting paid and you still. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with appreciating your staff and, you know, telling people that that's a different
subject.
thing. But people wanting to, you know, be praised for something, you're not doing it for free.
But do you know? Some people work hard for free. Do you get me?
Yeah, those are the people that we need to be congratulating. You get paid at the end of the month.
At the end of the month,
for exactly what you agreed to get paid for.
You don't break up some of your salary.
Some of you aren't even doing the job title and the description of what you should be doing. You're not even doing half those things. You're still getting paid, and you still want some praise.
Like,
come on, really, evaluate your life.
Reevaluate the situation.
I feel like you should just be a good person. Like, I think it's part of being a sort of like a good person. You know going to work and doing.
Part of one of the podcasts I was watching as well about football, because I've been watching football stuff a lot. Big up Man United, you get me? You see how we came for the win.
Man U.
But what's it called? Somebody said something. He was just like, when he got into football, the qualities that he learned from his mother that helped him with football was being polite.
You know,
remembering the names of the people around.
People think manners are just.
He said that benefited his football career.
People be dashing manners away, but manners will. I remember when I was back before I got the job that I've got now. When I was doing hospitality, and I mean, I've always been quite a smiley person, laughy. Yeah. And I was doing the Chelsea Flowers show.
Oh, I remember
that. I was supposed to actually be doing portering, but for some reason, I don't know if I was running late or I couldn't find my uniform or something. When I got there, they had been waiting for me for such a long time that they took one of the people that should have been doing, like, waiting on tables.
You changed your destiny.
Honestly, completely. My assignment, yeah. So I ended up going to do that, and it was funny. Like, it's not a big deal, but like, I think I was the only black person who ended up doing that. So I remember I was walking around. You know, I got like 5 days. I made like £300 in tips. But walking around, doing everything. Hey, this was like, I was like 20 something. Anyway, I don't want to talk about my age. Anyway, so I remember when I went to go and serve a specific table, I even remember what their order was. When I looked after them, I gave them their drinks, their food, their after, blah blah blah. He gave me a tip, and I remember I don't remember how much he gave me, but I remember what he said, and he was like, "Your smile." He was like, "You've got such a beautiful smile, and you're so, your demeanor, everything." He said, "Your smile will take you far." And people take those kinds of things for granted. Being polite, being a personable person, being just generally nice people. People take that for granted. They just think, and I think that's what happens. Sometimes some of these influencers or these YouTubers and celebrities, it's like they've got a great talent, But it is their... Mummy said something once, yeah? I can't remember... No, I know who she said it about, but I won't say who she said it about. But she said, your beauty will take you there and your character will bring you back.
Did she say it about me?
No, it wasn't about us. But it's very true. A lot of these celebrities, they've got great talent and everything, but their character, that's what...
What are you talking about?
It doesn't have to be like that. It's their character that often holds them back, and sooner or later people don't want to work with them, people don't want to support them, anything like that. You're great, you can sing great, you can play great, you can do this great, but like nobody wants to be in the same room as you, and you think it's
I feel like we've let the people know
what we think
that was something
topic.
on my chest.
I know, honestly, that's why me and Jennifer were laughing today, because you came full steam ahead. There was
no warning.
We were all busy doing our own thing.
Everybody was doing it. And I just straight into topic of today. Why do people think that they could get it easier in life?
Like, what argument did you just arrive from? Honestly, there was no need.
Nah. Anyway, like we said at the beginning, because we didn't do it in our intro, we're back to stay. You're going to be getting some new stuff. Me and James were talking about the different stuff we want to be putting out there. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram on the Lucrative page, follow Genevieve on her page. You'll see some awesome stuff, some awesome singings and all of those kind of stuff. Follow me on my page, like my pictures, all of those kind of stuff. My pictures. No?
Where's Nanny?
Yeah, me. And then we're going to come up with some amazing stuff. We're gonna get some guests on, and we're gonna, we were doing the promo thing. I want to make sure that we do that again. So we're gonna be hollering at. Listen, if you right now, I'm not gonna lie. If you want us to promote your stuff, just drop a comment and drop us a DM. We'll promote your stuff. There's no catch. Do you get me? We'll promote it. We'll have a whole segment for it. Why not? Why not? Do you get me?
You support, we support.
There's a whole chunk. Look right here for your stuff. Insert your stuff. No, Genevieve, here. Do it. Up a bit. Up.
No, I don't want to do this.
Yeah, but make sure you like, subscribe. You know what time it is. Lucrative, helping startups stay up. Mill, making sure you're paid up. If you're a startup, want us to help consult on some products, some ideas, some whatever, we're here. We've been working with some amazing clients lately. I was about to say lazily. Yeah, lately it's been amazing. You know what time it is. Lucrative, helping startups stay up. Mill, making sure you're paid up. Describe the podcast. It's cool and corporate. It's corporate. And we